Hey, how you doing? David Taub here with Epic Guitar Instruction. Hope all is going well, and I hope your guitar and musical journeys are going famously. Today, you're going to learn the song Flake from Jack Johnson. It's off his 2002 Brushfire Fairy Tales record, and the song is basically all centered around 5 chords. We're going to do this song in standard tuning, just like the record, so go ahead and tune your guitars low to high, E, A, D, G, B, and E. So the song has that real laid-back feel. You don't want to rush it, and we're going to spend some time working on the strum patterns because a lot of this is that rhythmic chucking and strumming as he moves through the progression. Here's the chords you're going to need to know to play the song. D minor, F major, B flat major, C major, and A major. The song is in the key of F major. And before we get rocking, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel really helps us to keep bringing the content, as well as then you'll be notified when we have new lessons up. Leave a comment below. Let us know how you like this lesson. Let us know what lessons you'd like to see coming up. And if you like the video, click the like button, give it a thumbs up, share it, and thank you so much for your support. So the song starts off with the intro, basically same progression as the verses, but those chords, it goes from a D minor to an F, to a B flat, back to the F. He does that 2 times around 1 measure per chord. I'll play it for you and then we'll explain the strum pattern. Into the first verse. So let me explain the strum pattern, and we're going to be using this strum pattern through a lot of the song. So you want to get this solid, and we're going to be using chucking where we're getting that muted percussive sound. All right, so what I'm doing is, if I explain the pattern, down, up, down. That's the first 3. If you have these complex patterns, you want to break them up into smaller patterns. It makes it a little easier to digest. Now after that up, down, chuck, up, chuck. And all I'm doing for the chucking is I'm just releasing pressure off of that chord. So think of it like when you're putting the chord, you're squeezing, and then you release the pressure, so your finger stays in that voicing, but you get that sound because you're not pressing down and fretting any notes. Okay, so think of it like squeezing plays the chord, not squeezing plays the chuck. But leave the hand right in that same position. And then the rest of the strum, up, 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 3 upstrokes. The last 4 straight 16ths, down, up, chucking. Here's the whole thing slow. Okay, I'll try to do it a little slower all the way through. All right. And those upstrokes are very staccato-y. So I'm hitting the chord and then I'm loosening pressure. See, I'm not letting the chord ring. In the verses, intro, and chorus, 1 measure per chord. So that strum takes you through. So it's like basically you're staying on each chord for a 4 count. So the intro goes through the chord progression 2 times. So that goes right into the first verse. I know, she said it's all right. Here's what that verse is. D minor. It's the same changes for the first 3 lines of the verse. The 4th line, or 4th time around the progression, he just changes 1 chord. D minor, I know she said it's all right, F, B flat, but you could make it up next time, F. Again, same progression, D minor, I know she says it's not right, F, B flat, there ain't no use in lying, F. Again, D minor, maybe she thinks I know, F, something, B flat, maybe she thinks F, it's fine. Last time, D minor, maybe she knows F, something, I don't, B flat, I'm so tired, C, I'm so tired of trying. That C chord sets you up for the chorus. Goes into an F chord, right? I'll play the verse all the way through. And the first verse, I know she said it's all right, is the same as the second verse. I know she loves the sunrise. It'll sound like this, and use that same strum pattern on each chord. 1 measure per chord. It'll sound like this. to the chorus. And if you're having trouble with bar chords in general and changing bar chords to open chords, I could really help you with that. Tell you what, click on that link in the YouTube description box below. I'll send you an extended play lesson. It's not on YouTube, on my essential bar chord playing and changing techniques. It's a killer lesson where I go over all the needed techniques to really get your bar chord playing and changing on point. It's a killer video lesson. I'll pair it with an ebook that has more exercises, more lessons in it. It's a killer 1-2 punch. I'll send them both to you for free. Just click on that link below. So the chorus, it seems to me that maybe, right? Really catchy. Here's the chords in the chorus are F. It seems to me that maybe C, D minor. It's pretty much always means no, A. Then B flat, so don't tell me. C, you might, C is on might, just let it go. F, then C. Then again, F, and oftentimes we're lazy. C, D minor, it seems to stand in my way. A, B flat, because no one, not no one, C, no one likes to be let down. F. And then C. And then it goes right back to the D minor for verse 2. Verse 2 is a little different in the way they play it. I'll explain that in a second, but let me play you the chorus all the way through. Same strum pattern, 1 measure per chord. Right from the F, it seems. Right into verse 2. Now what he does a little different in verse 2 is when he starts it off, and it starts off, I know she loves the sunrise, he doesn't do the strumming, he just kind of plays the chord once down, one down strum, and then lets it ring out, and that's it. And he does that for half of the verse, and then the second half, after he goes through the progression twice, then he starts strumming, right? That'll sound like this, and when he holds it, to just count with that 4 again. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now start strumming. To the chorus for the second time. Second chorus is pretty much the same as the first chorus, except it's longer. So you play the second chorus 1.5 times. So basically through 6 vocal lines instead of 4. Same exact changes, same strum pattern. So after that second chorus, he goes into this little interlude, and then eventually the guitar solo comes in, that cool solo that Ben Harper's playing that bottleneck slide on. So the way that he starts it off on the record is he plays an F chord for 8 measures, but he basically is just kind of accenting the off beats. So instead of playing on the beat or the number, you're playing on the ands, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. See, 1 and if your foot's going down on the number 1 and 2, and there's the off beat, right? So it's kind of like chuck up, chuck up, chuck up, chuck up. And that's what he's doing on the record, but for solo acoustic guitar, it just doesn't, in my opinion, fill up the sound enough, right? On the record, it sounds great because obviously he's doing that. You have the bass player playing the cool bass line, right? You have the drummer keeping the beat, and then you have the cool bottleneck solo, right? But on solo acoustic, I would do something where I would do just a different strum pattern, maybe something like this, just to keep it going. Right, I would do that through that part, 8 measures, and it's a little different pattern because we want to add a little difference than the pattern we're doing, you know, for the verses and choruses, and this is fuller, it adds body to the song. So the strum pattern I'm doing is down, up, down, up, down, and then an up, down, chuck, and then 3 upstrokes, up, 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 and then down, up, down. So you get this slow. And when I get to the end, those last 2 down, up, you could do it with chucking or not, whatever your preference is. Okay, I kind of like the chucking added in the little rhythmic element, but you do what you feel comfortable with. And that's the strum pattern we're going to use for the rest of the song, because what happens is he's going to play that F chord 8 times, and then he goes, and then the words come in. The harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. So basically what you're going to do is this. When the words come back in, F, the harder you try, baby, the further that you'll fall, even with your money in the C, whole wide world. So 3 measures on the F, once on the C, whole wide world, and then go back to the F for please, please, please don't pass me. B flat, so that's 1 time on the F. B flat 1 time, 1 measure, please, please, please don't pass me. And then up to C for 1 measure, please, please, please don't pass me by. And then it goes back to the F. Then it starts over again. It does the same exact thing. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. Basically, you're doing that progression 3 times around. You're repeating it 3 times. And then the last time when you get back to the F, you can just do the F 1 more time and then just let it ring. Or you can just cut it off and stop it because it kind of fades on the record. So I'll play that progression for you so you could hear it with the 3 times on the F. Go into the C, it'll sound like this. Stay tuned, I got tons more killer lessons coming up. I'm very excited to bring them to you. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, because then not only does that help us keep bringing the content, but then you'll be notified when we have new lessons up. And don't forget, click on that link in the YouTube description box below, because then I'll send you my free extended play lesson. It's not on YouTube, on essential bar chord playing and changing techniques. It'll really get your bar chord playing and changing on point. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for your support over the years and years. So appreciate it. Keep up all that hard work on those guitars. Keep having fun with it. Stay positive. Keep rocking. And remember, your playing is an evolution. I'll see you in the next lesson. Rock on.